Hi guys, this is Beck with Beck Be Gone, coming to you with my 7-month update. Again, I'm late. I'm going to do my 8-month weigh-in in 2 weeks, but it's busy. So 7 months. At 7 months, I actually had a really fantastic weight loss. From July to August, I lost 9.7 pounds, which is unbelievable. I thought that my loss had stopped entirely. So when I got on the scale that morning, it was just elation, pure elation. 163.4 is where I weighed in with a body fat percentage of 36.4%. And it looks like total fat mass of less than 60 pounds. My cat just stole some of my salami. Cooper. All right, also I'm eating while I'm talking to you, and this is what I'm eating. It's like a little charcuterie board. It's too big, obviously, and that's kind of what I want to talk about. So I got the vertical sleeve gastrectomy at the Obesity Control Center in Tijuana on January 22nd, 2019. My surgery weight was 235. My high weight was 262, and my current weight, which at my 7-month point was 163.4. That was my low. I bottomed out there. I'm back up to like 168 now. And so I think, and I'm 5'5" and I'm 29 years old. So I think that I'm kind of settling into a space where my body is comfortable in the 60s. I'm not super thrilled about this, although I do think that my body is beautiful. And although I've always kind of, had an affection for my body, but I feel happy here. And I love that I like catch myself in the mirror. I was walking in a little mini mart shop thing, and there was a mirror and I didn't even notice it. And when I walked by, I was like, wow, I look fine. Like, I was happy with how I looked. I looked trim. And on top of that, which is more important, I'm feeling strong. So I continue to look into PIO. I'm doing a few classes a week with it. I'm loving it. I'm trying to see if I can incorporate it into my daily wake up routine or go to bed routine. Probably wake up because it's pretty vigorous, but I'm just feeling like health is the priority, and getting my body fat down is the priority. And I'm in the 35 percentile or 35% body fat range, about 35.7. So I started with a body fat percentage of 51.7%. So I've lost 16 percentage points, 16 body fat percentages. How do you say that? And that's fucking fantastic. That's so good. So this is kind of a haphazard. I think I'm just sort of settling in here. I still want to get down to the 40s, and for a few reasons. One, I want to feel what that feels like. I want to be that trim, that strong, that thin. I just want to see what that's like. And I'm in the prime of my life, it feels like, going into my 30s. I'm kind of getting established in my career. I have a side business. I own my own house. I don't know. I just want to continue this health kick and health movement and get down to the 40s. I also want to get to the 40s because I know that you typically, with this surgery, you bounce back up a little bit, so you regain some of your weight. And I want to give myself enough of a buffer that I can regain like 20 pounds and land back here. So that's my goal, is to be in the 40s. That's 20 pounds away. Oh, if I'm 168 today, just getting in the 40s would make me just thrilled. So that's what I'm shooting for. Okay, so a few things. I had a gal, Jessie, hi Jessie, reach out to me and ask a few things. She was talking about if I've experienced hair loss and if I had any recommended vitamins. And I realized I've learned some things, but I haven't actually shared them with you guys in video. So I did have hair loss. I felt like it started when I was around month 5. So I think it was a little bit later than most people. This is my current hair situation. It's not, fabulous, but I just basically, I don't wash it as often, which I was trying to get into, like washing it just every other day or every third day, and then using dry shampoo the other days. So that I was already doing that, but what changed with losing hair is I kind of stopped brushing my hair so much. I don't know if that's good or bad, because it's like, and this is even it brushed, whatever. I feel like I didn't lose a whole lot of hair, and yeah, it was unpleasant. I'm still losing more than I'd like, but I really didn't have the negative experience like a lot of people do with losing their hair. So that, and I didn't take any additional supplements. I actually went completely rogue with supplements. I don't do anything that the OCC recommends. I don't drink Vitalef. I don't do the calcium or the vitamin D, I think is what they have. I don't do the probiotics or prebiotics, any of it. I did leading up to surgery, and then post-surgery, I just wanted to create my own thing. So I went to my doctor, and she recommended, based off of some blood tests, that I was vitamin B12 deficient. So I got my vitamin B12 supplements. And then I have a prenatal, and I will go ahead and I'll show you guys what I'm using. It's not, there's probably better stuff out there, but honestly, these are tasty. So this is my prenatal. It's like a candy first thing in the morning. And this is my vitamin B12 natural cherry flavor, and it's like super duper candy in the morning. I really find them to be quite tasty. And look, I've had them for a month, and I've kind of blasted through them. So that's what I'm taking for vitamins, and I don't think either of those have an impact on my hair loss or lack of loss. But so that is one thing I wanted to say. The other thing is just that I've noticed people continue to compliment me, and they tell my parents, your girls look great, and how are they doing it? And it's incredibly flattering, and I do just want to say, like, we got this surgery, and you can do this too, but because of the stigma, I haven't, and because out of respect for my sister's wishes to have this be kind of a private experience, we haven't said anything, and I understand there's pros for me as well not saying anything, but I really want to tell people you can do this too. Like, I didn't suddenly become amazing and figure this out and completely get control of my eating. Like, it was quite assisted by this surgery. So that's one thing. And going with that, I also am noticing that I'm definitely still eating my stress away. So I'm having some financial stress right now, and I'm doing everything I can to shove my face full of food so I don't feel that anxiety. And you can really pack the calories in if you try it, like 2,000, 3,000 calories. I still log every day, and I can see that even though my goal is 1,000 or 1,200 calories, I'm just blasting past it. And that would explain also why then I'm, kind of gaining weight in the 60s, going from, I was around 165 for a few weeks, 163 for a few hot days, and now I'm back up to 168. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's stressful. It's stressful being in the 60s and playing the range of the 60s so much. So I'd really like to give myself more of a buffer. I would really like to settle in the 60s if that works, but I'd like to taste the 40s. So I have scheduled more meetings with my counselor to try to find ways to cope with this. I also, knowing that I like PIO, I'm trying to capitalize on that and find a way to incorporate that into my day and use that as a stress relief. I like going outside and taking walks, but it's not like the most fantastic thing. It's not, I do feel better after I go out, but it still takes a while to motivate me. And now that it's getting colder here in Montana, I just need to find, it's so much about my eating is about my mental stability, my emotional stability. And so I need to figure that part out. Because if I can find something that calms me down, if I can find my happy place, if I can find how to balance, recenter, ground, I won't feel so anxious, and I won't feel like I have to eat so much. So I know this, and I just have to kind of do the heavy lifting to get there. And so the sleeve has been real lovely, and it's made me reconsider my eating habits. And I still don't eat a lot of sugar. I eat a lot of like tuna, or I do eat steak. Chicken fills me up so quick. It just like sinks. Chicken or turkey. I eat eggs, I eat veggies, I eat fruits because I'm always thirsty, because I'm always dehydrated, so I always need fruits. But yeah, so my eating habits have definitely improved, but I still have the part of me that wants to consume. It's not so much like what am I eating, it's how much am I eating. And you can tuck a lot of stuff away, especially like popcorn's a slider food for me. I can eat an entire bag of popcorn, and that's kind of a problem. And I'm sort of realizing this tendency and how I need to balance this out. So that's where I'm at. I'm a little nervous, but I think that I still have some good momentum behind me, and I really want to hit a 100-pound loss, which is 162 pounds. And so I'm so close. I just gotta, I just have, 5 pounds to get there, and then I'm gonna treat myself to a lot of things. And so that's my next goal. And I hope to accomplish that in September, but it's unlikely that I'll lose 5 pounds in the next 2 weeks. Unless, fingers crossed, I get a terrible cold or flu and I just die for a week and I lose the weight. One can always hope. So that's my life. I hope you guys are doing great. And for those of you that are finding my videos and reaching out in email, I love that. I do have a blog you can check out that takes you straight to my email. And I'm so happy to give you any information that I have and to share my honest experience, which right now, is a little weird. It's weird to be at a space where my body's not losing anymore, and I'm having to really put the effort in to lose more weight. It's kind of the place you're scared to get to, and I think I got there, and I'm kind of scared. But yeah, I'd love to talk about it. I'd love to be part of this community, so give me a holler if there's any questions you have, and I'd love to hear your experiences as well. So I'll touch base with you probably in about 2 or 3 weeks, and I hope you have a great rest of your month. Bye, guys.